Hi everyone and welcome to Within a Budget. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend and it's back to Monday, so that must mean another meals of the week. So I'm just going to jump straight in, and on Monday we had a fry up. I literally dish up the things that people like on their plates. I'm not going to give everybody some of everything. Like my husband and my son didn't want tomatoes this time, so they didn't have any, but me and my daughter did. My husband has some fried bread, but nobody else does. I like my toast under my beans. We just go along with what everybody actually likes on their plate. On Tuesday, we had a chicken sweet and sour. This is a recipe that we've done before. I have tweaked it slightly so that you get more sauce. So it calls for 4.5 tablespoons of malt vinegar, 14 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, 2 garlic cloves, so I just used 1 teaspoon of this minced garlic, and then it needs 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. So yeah, it's not the healthiest of recipes, but it is a good one. I would then chop an onion, a fairly large one, and I leave the pieces quite big. I do 1 tin of pineapples, and I would normally do 2 peppers, but I only actually had 1 in the fridge, so I took out a bag of frozen peppers that I had. It will work exactly the same, it just won't have the crunch to it, which we like. So then I would start cooking your sauce, and I wouldn't add anything to this until your sugar has dissolved, and then I would add all the vegetables in, give it a good mix. Obviously I needed to wait a little bit longer because I needed the frozen peppers that I had to sort of soften up and cook. But yeah, once all your flavours have taken and everything's all soft and cooking together, then I would add the juice from the pineapple tin. I started off by adding just a little bit of this one, but I actually ended up adding the whole tin into it because I taste it as we kind of go along and see where we're happy. So yeah, we just leave this kind of cooking together for a little while. I say this is at the point where you want to taste and sort of see if it's how you'd like it. You'll know whether you need a little bit more sort of sugar for yourself. And then we added the chicken. We used the leftover chicken that we had from our roast on Sunday. So if you haven't got any cooked chicken, I would cook it prior to this and then add cooked chicken at this point. I wouldn't do it the other way around. And just give it a good old mix, and then just leave it cooking for sort of 5-10 minutes to let all the flavours take, and that is it. It's all that we did. So we served it on a bed of rice. I know that some people like this type of meal with chips, and you don't even have to have the fresh chicken. You can always buy, I believe that Iceland do the battered chicken balls, so you could use this sauce with something like that and chips. So I say it's really quite versatile. You do exactly what you want with it. It doesn't even have to be chicken. You can use pork, whatever you like. But yeah, so this is a really simple meal. As you can see, it's not a huge amount of ingredient, but you might want to convert the tablespoons to cups. On Wednesday, I made a cottage pie. I actually had enough that I made 2 smaller portions to put away in the freezer. My family are not great lovers of mashed potato, so I have to be really careful to make sure that there are no lumps whatsoever in this. But yeah, we just had it with some baked beans alongside. It might seem strange, but I've always had it since being young. On Thursday, I thought we'd try these brie and cranberry chicken Kievs that I picked up from Aldi. They actually took 40 minutes in the oven, and I was a bit surprised how long they took. But yeah, we just had them with some salad and some chips. These actually were really nice. They were a little less cheesy than what we thought they were going to be. But they were nice. It was definitely a gooey cheese in there, so you could tell that it was brie. Definitely went with the salad and chips, but not sure what sauce you'd want to put with it if you want a sauce. So if there was a saying that represented this meal, it would definitely have to be, do not judge a book by its cover. yeah, on Friday we had corned beef hash. This is never going to be a pretty meal. It's not an Instagram worthy type of meal. All you do is you fry your onions, your corned beef. I had some potatoes that I made, roast potatoes, in the air fryer. I just cubed them up and fried them alongside the corned beef and onion, and then just added some Lea & Perrins, and that is basically it. You just kind of fry it until it gets a bit of a crisp on it, but this is a great meal for my family. On Saturday, I cooked the crispy hoisin duck wraps that I picked up in my Yellow Label shop the other week. This is really easy. You just put it in the oven for 40 minutes, and I say the skin goes really crispy. It's really nice, and then you just shred all the duck once it's cooked. And we just have this with some cucumber and spring onions, and then I did some egg fried rice. Okay, so on Sunday we actually went out for a big get together, sort of a family meal. There was a lot of us there. We went to a local restaurant and we all picked sort of something off of the festive menu. And I've got to be honest, in those times, I'm a big believer of putting the phone away, being present in the moment. Life is too short to miss those little bits. So yeah, I'm afraid no film or pictures or anything for you today for our Sunday. But yeah, so that was our meals of the week. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you got some use out of this video, and maybe it will give you some ideas for your meals next week. Yeah, have a great week. I hope to see you again, and you take care. Bye.